Erling Haaland's $375 million contract is worth almost nothing on paper, and there's one clause buried inside it that makes $100 million disappear every single season. That number, $375 million, is what the headline screamed. Sports journalists repeated it. Fans argued about it, but almost nobody read what's actually inside the deal. Here's the first thing you need to understand about elite athlete contracts. The headline number is not the payout. It is the ceiling, and almost nobody hits it. Haaland's deal at Manchester City runs through 2034. That sounds like a decade of guaranteed security. But buried inside are performance thresholds, appearance clauses, and image rights structures that reset every single year. Miss a set number of games through injury, a chunk of that salary gets clawed back. Drop below a certain goals per game ratio, another tranche of bonuses simply evaporates. The contract is less a guarantee and more a moving target. But that's not even the strangest part. A significant portion of Haaland's package isn't paid in wages at all. It's deferred through image rights companies, structured over time, and dependent on commercial performance that could collapse overnight. Image rights deals are essentially separate contracts tied to his marketability. If Haaland gets injured for 2 years, stops scoring, or his commercial appeal fades, those image rights payments legally shrink. The $375 million quietly becomes $200 million, then less. And here's the invisible expiration date nobody talks about. Performance-linked contracts have a peak window. For a striker, that window is roughly 26 to 30 years old. Haaland turns 27 in 2027. The most valuable 3 years of his contract are already ticking down right now. After that window closes, the performance clauses get harder to hit, not easier. The body slows, the goals dry up, and the contract that looked permanent starts paying out fractions of the headline number. This is the golden handcuff nobody notices. The deal looks like a cage made of gold, but the lock is on a timer, and most people never see it until it's too late. Now here's why this matters to you, because you're probably making the exact same structural mistake in your own financial life right now. Think about a fixed-rate mortgage. You see the low introductory rate and you feel secure. But in 3 to 5 years, that rate resets. The payment jumps. The deal you thought was permanent had an expiration date printed on page 14. Or your employer stock options. They look like a fortune on paper. But vesting schedules, holding period requirements, and blackout windows mean that paper wealth can expire or collapse before you ever convert it to actual cash. Pension plans and retirement accounts do this too. Many defined benefit schemes have cliff vesting. You leave 2 years before the threshold, you walk away with nothing. The golden number on your statement meant 0. The pattern is identical every time. A large, impressive headline number, an invisible performance or time condition attached, and a quiet expiration that most people never read, never model, and never plan around. The fix is brutally simple, but almost nobody does it. When you see a big financial number, a contract, a bonus, an investment return, you ask one question first. What is the actual cash I receive, on what date, and what condition has to be true for me to get it? Strip out the headline. Strip out the deferral. Strip out the performance conditions. What's left is your real number. For Haaland, some analysts put that real, guaranteed, walkaway number at closer to $90 million over the life of the deal. That is still generational wealth. But it is not $375 million. And the difference between those two numbers is the difference between a financial plan that works and one that quietly fails you at the worst possible moment. Every mega deal has a hidden expiration date. Your job is to find it before you sign. If this changed how you see money, subscribe. And tell me in the comments, what is one financial number in your life that might not be as real as it looks?